The police told me to identify my wife's body, but when I got to the morgue, she answered my phone. I wish I were making that up. At 7:42 on a Tuesday morning, 2 detectives knocked on my front door. One of them asked, "Are you Michael Carter?" I nodded. "I'm sorry. There's been an accident." They told me my wife had died in a motorway crash. I couldn't breathe. They asked me to come to the hospital and identify her. The drive there felt like it lasted a lifetime. When I arrived, a nurse led me into the morgue. A white sheet covered the body. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely reach for it. Just before I pulled the sheet back, my phone started ringing. The screen said, "Wife calling." I stared at it. The detective stared at it. The nurse stared at it. Nobody spoke. I answered, "Hello." A woman whispered, "Don't look under the sheet." My blood turned to ice. "Who is this?" "It's me." My wife's voice. "I don't have much time." I looked at the detective. He slowly reached for his radio. My wife whispered, "They're looking at the wrong person." Then the call ended. The detective immediately stopped me from uncovering the body. Within minutes, the entire hospital was in chaos. Police traced the call. It wasn't coming from the motorway. It was coming from an abandoned warehouse 20 miles away. A tactical team forced their way inside. They found my wife, alive, locked inside a small room. She had been kidnapped the night before. The woman in the crash was wearing my wife's stolen handbag, coat, and wedding ring. The police had identified the victim using personal belongings, not DNA. I hugged my wife so tightly I thought I'd never let go. Then the lead detective walked over. His face had gone pale. "We've got another problem." "What?" He looked at us both. "Your wife's phone." I frowned. "What about it?" "It never left your house." I reached into my pocket. There it was. Her phone. Still switched off. The detective looked at me. "If her phone was here." He paused. "Who called you from her number?" To this day, no one has ever been able to explain that phone call. The call wasn't recorded. The mobile network had no record it ever happened. Even stranger, the exact words